See, we've bought into the idea that we can cave for a few more votes. Just a few more votes. See, that's the idea. We don't want to look like we're holding up progress in Michigan. See, legislation, and oh my goodness, we shut down the government. Well, shutting down the government, if it means essentially stopping and putting on the brakes and holding the train from going to hell, that's what we need to do. And we need to stand there and say no, communicating that there's no way that we're going to actually see a recovery if we keep going in that direction. That's the deal. That's what needs to happen. So from my perspective, that's what we need to do as a party. And you need to look at this job interview, and I'm going to come as often as you folks can put it together. I think it's a great idea. It's a great idea if you can rotate through and even partner with the Chamber of Commerce or partner with somebody in ag, partner with somebody that will essentially bring forward these other issues, bring us out. That's what we need to do so that essentially there's party building. This kind of candidate forum, these guys, we're going to get to know each other. There's not going to be any hostility. There's the question of whether or not this is going to be a sort of a tense meeting. It shouldn't be. Because you folks are making a decision and you need to go through the process of saying, Todd, what are your views and how will you hold? Are you going to hold the line? Will you make sure that when you get there that you're not going to cave? You need to find that out. If I just do the taglines and I'm good at the spaghetti dinners and the little pancake breakfasts, and I understand how to say, you know, we need to do this and this, but there's no basis underneath or understanding of the principle that's behind it. If there isn't that, then you need to chuck me to the side. You need to find somebody else, because you need leaders in Lansing that can say the Republican Party is walking in the wrong direction when it compromises with the socialism that's going on there. We're never going to see anything less than the unemployment that we have. So it's really important from my perspective, just from my perspective, to say, okay, what have these guys done? They have a lot more track record. They do. My background, obviously in legal education, my focus is on bankruptcy. Taxation is kind of a quirky little thing that people are involved in, okay? There aren't very many tax attorneys. That's not really where people spend their time. That's my background. So I'll tend towards the analytical and give you lots of verbal charts and graphs when I'm talking. But tonight I'm just talking from my heart. And I'm telling you that there are a lot of hurting people out there. In the last year I've had numerous clients, dozens, where there's foreclosure and there's bankruptcy and they're losing their houses and their businesses. I had a client, he had 3 commercial properties and 2 businesses, and he comes in and there isn't any options left. He's upside down. He's built a life, and he's upside down. He's sitting in the conference room, and after 15 minutes, the man just starts crying. It's very humbling for a person to have that happen. And so I come to this having lived it and been involved in it, and knowing that the economic firestorm is just behind me as well, and we have to turn this train around.